Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Tanvi. I'm a consultant dermatologist, and today I'm going to break down what exactly is glass skin. So, glass skin is that textureless, perfect, picture perfect, filter like skin that we keep seeing on Instagram, and everybody wants it. But let's break it down. What exactly does that mean? How you can achieve it? Is it even really achievable? So, let's get started. Now, what is glass skin? Glass skin is a term that has originated from Korean skincare. Korean skincare is all about hydration, super reflective, super soft, bouncy, textureless, poreless, translucent kind of skin. Now, is that achievable on Indian skin? To some extent, yes. But honestly, to get Korean skin, you need a Korean parent, right? That's genetic, so we can't really change that component. Koreans or Asians generally have more of a reflective, more of a translucent kind of skin texture that honestly we can't really do much about. But with our beautiful brown Indian skin, also we can achieve great, healthy looking, beautiful Indian skin. So let's try to look at Indian glass skin. That's far more important than Korean glass skin when we are Indians. So, what can be achieved? We can achieve that hydration level, we can achieve that level of reflectance, we can achieve minimizing texture. You can't get rid of texture because you need pores on your skin. Pores are opening of sweat glands or oil producing glands, which you absolutely need. So, you can't really get rid of that. A little bit of texture in terms of bumpiness or acne, absolutely you can get rid of. You can tackle pigmentation, blackheads, whiteheads, all of that. Now, how can you achieve it? Let's talk about a skincare routine. Do you need a 10-step Korean skincare routine? Do you need ridiculously expensive imported Korean products? No, you don't. There are a lot of brands out there which say Korean glass skin on it, but please don't fall prey to all of these marketing gimmicks. What you can achieve through absolutely realistic products that are available in the Indian market, they have the same ingredients that are present in all of those hyped up Korean products. I'm gonna give you a basic routine. To start with, cleanse well. Don't overstrip your skin barrier. Drier skin is never gonna reflect light well. It's never gonna give you that hydrated, plumped up kind of look. So you need to protect your barrier at all costs when you're trying to go for that glass skin. What you need is a very gentle cleanser that's not going to leave your skin dry. So here are some recommendations of gentle cleansers that I would absolutely love when you're trying to achieve glass skin. Next, look for a hydrating serum. So when you're talking about hydration, you need humectants in your skincare, like for example, hyaluronic acid, snail mucin, glycerin, propylene glycol. All of these are ingredients that hold water. A humectant is something that essentially just holds water. So what you need to do is apply it on dry skin. So for example, if you're going to use a hyaluronic acid serum, look for a 1 to 2% hyaluronic acid. Apply it always on damp skin, never on dry skin. On dry skin, it'll dry your skin out more because it'll pull that water. So you need to provide it water to hold. You can even use a thermal water spray first, attaching some recommendations here, and then apply your hyaluronic acid so that it'll hold all of that water. Immediately after that, now don't let that dry out because you've given it all that water, don't let it dry out. Immediately after that, add in a antioxidant serum, for example a vitamin C or a niacinamide. Add those in so it brightens your skin, fights pigmentation, helps your sunscreen to act better, prevents signs of aging. So attaching some recommendations for niacinamide here, attaching some recommendations for vitamin C as well. You can get all of these products on the link that I've given you here. Next, coming to your moisturizer. So you need a nice dewy finish. So you have to moisturize. A moisturizer is an occlusive agent which will lock all of that moisture that your hyaluronic has held there. It's going to lock that moisture in, seal that moisture in, prevent it from being, evaporated and lost to the atmosphere. So you need a really good moisturizer. If you're looking for something really light in texture, attaching some recos here. If you're looking for something really heavy, or if you have basically very dry skin, attaching some recos here again. Next comes your sunscreen. You have to sun protect because just hydration is not enough. We as Indians tend to pigment. We have to use a sunscreen. Attaching some recommendations for a glass skin or a dewy finish. A matte finish sunscreen is not going to give you that glass skin. You don't want something with a lot of white cast. So I'm attaching light gel-based kind of or watery textured sunscreens which you can use, which is what Korean skincare is all about. You don't need those 5,000 and 6,000 rupee sunscreens. You have much cheaper options available. Literally all of these are under 2,000 and give you the absolute same finish. Now make sure you keep reapplying your sunscreen through the day. No sunscreen, no matter how high the SPF, is going to last you too long. So ideally every 3 to 4 hours, keep reapplying your sunscreen through the day. At night, what should you do for that glass skin? Now your PM routine is super important in this entire deal because we're going to give you stronger actives in your PM routine so they're not inactivated by sunlight or your skin doesn't get too sensitive during the day. So in your PM routine, start again with your gentle cleanser. Cleanse well. If you're wearing a lot of makeup, double cleanse. If you have dry skin, I would recommend using a cleansing milk or a cleansing balm or a cleansing oil instead of a micellar water because micellar water can be a little drying on your skin. Recommending a really nice cleansing liquid or cleansing milk here, which I personally have been using for a really long time. Next, after you have cleansed with a cleansing milk, which is your first step of your double cleansing, use your mild gentle face wash after that. Once that's done, again on damp skin, use your humectant. So whether it's your snail mucin or your hyaluronic acid, use that here. Next comes your active. So for example, if you're using a retinol, you can start with a very mild strength retinol just about twice a week, giving you some beginner options right here. If you feel retinols are not for you and they're drying your skin out, you can use peptides. Or all the nights that you're not using retinols, you can use peptides. Peptides are anti-aging molecules. They also hydrate your skin really, really well and really give that dewy kind of finish, attaching some more recos here. So use a peptide on top of that and then seal all of that in with a moisturizer. Use a heavy moisturizer at night, like a really, really heavy one. Works beautifully. Giving 2 more recommendations here. Now once you're all glazed up like a nice glazed donut, wear a lot of lip balm, go to bed. Okay. Once or twice a week, you can exfoliate. You can exfoliate using AHAs or BHAs. This helps to get rid of that texture. Some more recos here. That's a lot of recos, you guys. You should be really happy, okay? Coming to the procedural aspect of it. Now, when you're just looking at it from a hydration point of view, we have some barrier repairing medifacials that we do where we are adding hydration. When we're doing a hydrofacial, we're infusing serums like a hyaluronic acid, we're electroporating them into your skin so your skin stays more hydrated. We do an RF skin tightening again to further strengthen your skin barrier. That, of course, is just coming to the hydration part of it. But to work on your texture, to work on your pigment, you again need some exfoliative treatments like chemical peels, laser tonings to work on the pigment. If there's a lot of texture, like a lot of open pores, then microneedling is your guy. So you need to do microneedling or MNRF. You can do HIFU facials. You can consider doing barrier repairing or barrier strengthening skin boosters. This is one of my most favorite things to do, like Profilo or basic hyaluronic acid skin boosters, which add hydration to your skin. They last a good 6 months, so you don't have to keep doing it again and again. And it's literally like injectable moisturizers into your skin. Especially when you do a lot of Profilo, you get this highlighter like glow on your cheeks, which works extremely well. So essentially, all of these things are going to help you achieve that Indian glass skin, let's call it, not Korean glass skin. Own your skin and love it the way it is. Now, one thing that I really want to talk about here is the unrealistic expectations that are set. Everyone who's looking for glass skin has heard of this term on Instagram, possibly. And the problem with these social media platforms is there's a lot of filters available. There's Photoshop, there's filters. So please don't believe everything you see. I get so many models who come to me as patients, actors who come to me as patients. All of them have texture on their faces. But when you see their pictures posted on in different forms of media, in movies, on TV, in print media, it's all amped up. So please don't believe it. Everybody has texture. I'm a dermatologist, but if you see my skin, I myself have a lot of texture. I have access to so many in-clinic treatments, but I still do have texture. I do have pigmentation. So let's set our expectations more realistically. Let's not believe everything that we see on social media. Let's not pressurize ourselves to have the most perfect skin. Perfect skin is not the goal. Healthy skin is the goal, as I always keep saying. If you have any more questions about any of these products, if something you've been using hasn't been working for you, let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to help you out. If you like our page, do like, share and subscribe. See you next time.